you're finishing up, just make sure you look up something. If you have any questions as well, I'm more than happy to answer them for you.
Well, I'm a different arm than you.
And by the way, if you wanted to draw a picture to explain what you're trying to say in words as well, that's more than fine.
I'm on there.
All right, so take about 60 more seconds to sum up your ideas. All right, settle down, please. Settle down. All right, so if you're still working on writing your journal, that's fine. Just listen as I read you the next part. The use of poisonous gas in warfare began in World War I. All right, I'm going to wait until everybody's done. Thank you. The Germans were the first to use it. However, by the end of the war, both the Allies and Central Powers used gases to kill their enemies.
What, they took it off the dead body?
No, I think they just like created their own as well, yeah. So, one type of gas used was called mustard gas because of its eerie yellow color. Poisonous gas was dangerous for both the soldiers being attacked and those using the gas because depending on the direction of the wind, it could be blown back into their camp. To prevent being poisoned, soldiers wore gas masks, and we all had a chance to make one yesterday, right? Although they were not always effective, soldiers would fumble to get their gas masks on. But for some of them, it would be too late. Dying by gas is much like drowning. The gas fills your lungs, causing the person to choke, sometimes on their own blood. All right, and as you're sitting in the trench, a man named Wilfred Owen comes up to you, and he is a writer, and he wrote a poem, and he wants you to listen to it. It's called Dulce et decorum est, which in English means it is sweet and seemingly to die for one's country. So this is what the poem says. Bent double, like old beggars under sacks, knock-kneed, coughing like hags, we cursed through sludge, till on the haunting flares we turned our backs, and towards our distant rest began to trudge. Men marched asleep. Many had lost their boots, but limped on, bloodshot. We went lame, all blind, drunk with fatigue, deaf even to the hoots of disappointed shells that dropped behind us. Gas! Gas! Quick, boys! An ecstasy of fumbling, fitting the clumsy helmets just in time. But someone still was yelling out and stumbling, and floundering like a man in fire or lime. Dim through the misty panes and thick green light, under a green sea, I saw him drowning. In all my dreams, before my helpless sight, he plunges at me, guttering, choking, drowning. If in some smothered dream you too could pace behind the wagon that we flung him into and watch the white eyes withering in his face, his hanging face, like a devil sick of sin, if you could hear at every jolt the blood come gargling from the froth-corrupted lungs, obscene as cancer, bitter as cud, of incurable sores on innocent tongues, my friends, you would not tell it with such high zest. To children ardent for some desperate glory, the old lie, it is sweet and seemingly to die for one's country. All right, so I have a video of a gas attack. I would like you all to watch it, and you can see what it was like.
Ja, zu still.
All right, everybody, please give your attention to the touch monitors. Watch. There's one person right here. Watch him. Oh, he's not doing so great, right? Stumbling around looking for his mask. You're sitting in the trenches, and suddenly your trench is being bombarded with heavy artillery. You look quickly out of the trench and see a hazy cloud of yellow creeping towards you. Gas. Everybody put their mask on.